Why is it that millions of Japanese thrive on just 6 hours of sleep, while most of us feel like zombies even after 8? The answer isn't genetics or some $500 mattress, it's habits. And if you want to learn how to turn just 6 hours into deep, energizing rest, stick around, because I'm about to share 7 powerful Japanese sleep habits you can start using tonight. Think about this. The average Japanese bedroom sits at around 55 degrees Fahrenheit during sleep. That's about 13 degrees Celsius. Now compare that to the typical American bedroom, usually between 68 and 72 degrees. That's a huge difference. And it's not just about comfort, it's neuroscience. Dr. Matthew Walker, one of the world's leading sleep scientists, explains that for your brain to enter deep, restorative sleep, your body temperature has to drop by about 2 to 3 degrees. A colder room helps that happen naturally, so here's what you can try tonight. Set your thermostat somewhere between 60 and 65 degrees. If you live in a warmer climate, crack a window or run a fan. The goal isn't to make your room feel like a freezer. It's simply to give your brain the cool down signal it needs to switch into sleep mode. Now, I know we love our cloud-like mattresses, the ones you just sink into, but here's the truth. Your spine doesn't want softness, it wants support. In Japan, many people still sleep on firm futons laid directly over tatami mats. Sounds uncomfortable, right? But it actually keeps the spine in perfect alignment and reduces those tiny pressure points that wake you up without even realizing it. And those little micro-awakenings, they're the reason you feel groggy in the morning. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, often says that small changes compound, and this is one of those changes. Swapping to a slightly firmer sleeping surface might feel like a small tweak, but the payoff in deeper, uninterrupted sleep can be massive. Here's where Japan really shines, the Afuro ritual. It's a hot bath, usually around 104 degrees Fahrenheit, about an hour or two before bed. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, a hot bath? Doesn't that make you warmer? Actually, no, it tricks your body. Because once you step out of the bath, your core temperature drops rapidly, which tells your brain it's time to power down. It's like pressing the sleep mode button for your body. So here's your move. Take a warm shower or bath before bed. Not right before, but about 1 to 2 hours earlier. Then let your body cool down naturally in a slightly cooler bedroom. That combination sets the perfect stage for deep, restorative sleep. Here's something fascinating. In Japan, being tired isn't seen as weakness, it's actually respected. If someone tells you, you look tired, that's considered a compliment. It means you've been working hard, you've given your all. There's even a cultural practice called inemuri, which means sleeping while present. Imagine this, you're on the train, in a meeting, even sitting at your desk, and you doze off for a few minutes. Nobody shames you. In fact, it's seen as honorable because it shows commitment. Contrast that with the Western hustle mindset. Over here, sleep is treated like the enemy. You snooze, you lose. If we feel tired, we hide it with caffeine or force ourselves to push through instead of fixing the root cause. But here's the shift. Tiredness isn't failure. It's feedback. It's your body whispering that it needs recovery. And when you start honoring that signal instead of fighting it, your nervous system relaxes. You actually fall asleep faster and sleep deeper. So tonight, instead of powering through exhaustion, give yourself permission to rest. You've earned it. Here's another Japanese secret. They don't obsess about getting the perfect 8 hours every night. Instead, they focus on efficiency and recovery. And one of their best tools, the mini nap. I'm not talking about a 2-hour crash on the couch. I mean short, intentional naps, around 20 minutes. That's just enough to recharge your brain, improve memory, boost your mood, and sharpen focus without dipping into deep sleep where you wake up groggy. Think of it like a power-up in a video game. Just a tiny recharge that keeps you going strong. And the best part, you don't need more total hours of sleep. You just need smarter sleep habits. James Clear would call this optimizing the system instead of obsessing over the goal. So here's your challenge. Instead of stressing about hitting 9 hours every night and feeling guilty when you miss, build in a 20-minute recovery nap during the day. Less pressure, better rest. Let's be real, most of our bedrooms look more like mini movie theaters than sleep sanctuaries. Phones, tablets, TVs, all glowing at us right until the moment we close our eyes. And those screens? They blast out blue light that suppresses melatonin, the very hormone your brain needs to fall asleep. Now, Japan has tech too. In fact, over 95% of Japanese teens own smartphones. But here's the difference. They've built cultural discipline around screens at night. They're less likely to scroll through chaotic, stimulating content right before bed. So here's a habit you can borrow. 1 hour before bed, shut down the screens. If that feels impossible, at least switch to low light or night mode and swap the doom scrolling for something calming like music, an audiobook, or even just quiet. Remember, your bed is not a cinema, it's a sleep zone. Treat it like one and your brain will thank you. Now let's talk about something so simple. Most people overlook it. Your pillow. Think about it. You spend 7 or 8 hours every night with your neck resting in one position. If your pillow is too soft or too puffy, your neck ends up bent at a strange angle. And over time, that's like asking for stiffness, pain, and restless sleep. In Japan, many people use Sobakawa pillows. They're filled with buckwheat hulls that shift and mold to support the natural curve of your neck. It's not about cushioning your head, it's about aligning your spine. And research shows switching to a supportive pillow can cut neck pain in half. So don't underestimate this. Sometimes better sleep isn't about expensive mattresses or fancy gadgets. It's as simple as the right pillow. So, what can you take from Japanese sleep culture and start using tonight? Keep your bedroom cool, between 60 and 65 degrees. Take a hot bath or shower 1 to 2 hours before bed. Sleep on a firmer surface for better spinal alignment. Reframe tiredness. It's feedback, not weakness. Use short, strategic naps to recharge. Shut down screens at least an hour before bed. Upgrade your pillow to support your neck. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe for more.